And welcome back. This is Boulder with bonus episodes of Let's Play Skyrim. I am joined, as always, by the hero of Sovngarde, our champion, Gulag Malarg. When we last left off, I beat the game. Happened a little sooner than I had anticipated, but we did defeat Alduin once and for all, it seems. So, we are going to head out and start doing things a little differently. You might notice that Borgak is not with me. She's probably somewhere around here somewhere. She's going inside right there. I am not going to be having a follower for the time being for pretty much any of the bonus videos because I'm not going to be looting anymore for anything. I don't care about gold. I don't care about jewels anymore. I have all the gold and jewels that I will require. But there are still a couple things that I wanted to do. So let's look in the journal and see if I can't get another word of power in Northwind Summit, which is probably going to be a little bit of a hassle because I have not been anywhere near there, it looks like. Doesn't look like there's a clear path up either. All right, I guess we'll start at Boulder Fall Cave and hope for the best. We're going to head out there. I know I said I was going to cut a lot in the bonus videos, and I still plan on doing that, but for the time being, I'm going to use this opportunity of heading up to the summit, somewhere around there, to kind of talk about the game, because the game doesn't have credits at the end of it, so I figured now's a good time to talk about the game. Instead of making you guys watch credits that the game doesn't require, I will talk about kind of my mini review of the game. I say mini, but I'll probably talk quite a bit about it here while I'm actually doing something. So I've been playing this game for over a year now, at 5 parts a week, 260 parts marked a full year of this game, and I have to say I fully did enjoy the game, and I'm still enjoying the game. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be playing the game, especially after bonus videos are done. That might be my only run in the game, but ooh, we found ourselves a dragon. All right, let's see what I can do to get him to land somewhere. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, down here? Oh, it's an outdoor wall, too. All right, this might not be enough time to actually do the full review that I wanted. All right, we reached Northwind Summit. Doesn't seem like much of a summit, but I did want to show off a couple powers. I have fully enjoyed the game, though. Yeah, let's summon Karstag. Karstag! Go, Karstag! Where's the dragon? Get him, Karstag! Karstag's not doing nearly as much damage as I would like. I want Karstag to take on the dragon all by himself. I can't even see Karstag anymore. There he is. Oh, he's got this. He's got this. Thank you, Karstag. Your work was admirable, even though it was just a regular dragon. I still want the soul. Might be done looting, but I want the soul. How you doing, Karstag? Can I talk to you? Nah, I can't talk to him. But I got myself another dragon soul. Got myself another dragon word over here, but like I said, I am done looting. And that's something that I have to get into the habit of forcing myself to do. Aura Whisper has been learned as a result. Yeah, Karstag, not bad. Not bad at all. He took down a dragon single-handedly. Well, mostly with his foot, but still. Oh, and he can summon ice wraiths. Nice. Get a little glimpse of Karstag here. All right, so are you gonna go away? Probably still has a little bit of time left. It was like 3 minutes. All right, we'll learn the rest of Aura Whisper here, and we'll head out, I guess, to Labyrinthian. Figured we would be here a little bit longer. Now I have to remember where Labyrinthian is. No, it's not by Sarthal. It's further west than that. Volskig. Isn't it by Volskig? I swear it was somewhere around here. There's so much here. I wish they had just given me a quest for it. There it is. Labyrinthian. So I have fully enjoyed this game, but there are definitely some things that I wanted to talk about in terms of more or less gripes about the game. Not big criticisms. Some of them just plainly philosophical, but there were definitely some issues that I had while playing the game. Like I said, though, I did fully enjoy the game, and I would recommend it to anybody that does want an open world RPG. Where is that troll? There he is. One of the problems that I had was bugs, right? Just like all Bethesda games, the game did present me with bugs. There are no, well, game-breaking bugs that I encountered, but there are a few quest-breaking bugs that I encountered. Right, we already read that. All right, let's put on the mask and head back. I believe there are 3 quests that I have that are in my journal right now. Let's see, the Aldous one, Greta, and the Black Book. Although I'm a little hesitant about the Black Book, but I think that's bugged too, because I already got that book. But there are 3 quests in there that are bugged. Plus, there's one that I could never start because it seemed to be bugged. All right, let's activate this bust here. And we have earned ourselves Konarik's Bust. That is our reward for the Dragon Priest side quest, even though it wasn't officially a side quest. So let's see what I worked so hard to get here. When health is low, has a chance to heal wearer and damage nearby enemies. Alright, so that's a thing. I'd rather have the Helm of Hador on though. But I could just go ahead and pick up, you know what? I want all those back. I got what I came for. Let's go ahead and take all of these back. So, although there weren't any game-breaking bugs, there were a couple quest-breaking bugs that I did encounter, and lots of smaller bugs along the way, too. Those I have a little bit less complaints about, you know, enemies freezing in the air, the dragons. I don't know if those were necessarily bugs, but they definitely kind of went out of their way to do some crazy stuff that I don't think they should be doing. So there was that. Those were pretty much the bugs. Nothing that major though for me. Just the quest-breaking bugs. Those are my main issues. The other stuff, not that big of a deal. But there were definitely some, so I felt like I should point that out. We're gonna head back to the Graybeards and see if I can't get myself another word wall, since that one was outside. Where the hell is Hrothgar? Where am I? What am I doing? No, it's south of there. There we go. There we go. I will learn the map eventually. Only been playing this for a year. You can't expect me to know the general whereabouts of where things are by that time. But that's pretty much what I had to say about the technical issues. I think the graphics are pretty damn sweet. I wish they had done more, but I kind of always wish they do more with graphics. But I understand the limits on time and things like that. But things like the giants, right? They have the little pouch on them. And since it's part of their main sprite, it's not affected by gravity the way that a whole bunch of other things are. Where the hell is Arngeir? So, small little things like that, not that big of a deal. I do like the music. I wish there was more of it. It's very atmospheric new music, so there's not too much going on in it from time to time, but you know, the battle music kicks in. It felt real nice. I loved the music in Sovngarde. I loved the whole sequence of Sovngarde, to be honest with you. But I just wish that wasn't the end. Right? I didn't think it would be the end. I figured, let me tell you what I thought was going to happen. I figured, you guys are all here? Hey, aren't here?
I can see it in your eyes. You've seen the land of the gods and returned.
Oh.
Does this mean it is done? Is Alduin truly defeated?
Yes. I went to Sovngarde and killed Alduin there.
At last, it is over. Perhaps it was all worth it in the end. You've shown yourself mighty, both in voice and deed. In order to defeat Alduin, you have gained mastery of dreadful weapons.
It was mostly an axe.
Now it is up to you to decide what to do with your power.
Reign of Terror. Reign of Terror.
Will you be a hero whose name is remembered in song throughout the ages?
Reign of Terror.
Or will your name be a curse to future generations?
Reign of Terror.
Or will you merely fade from history, unremembered?
Knowing you guys,
Let
probably the
way
last
of the
one.
voice be your guide, and the path of wisdom will be clear to you. Breath and focus, Dragonborn. Your future lies before you.
All right, do you have a word for
You're all
me?
in your debt, Dragonborn.
Oh, I should probably ask this question. Is Alduin really dead? I didn't absorb his soul when he died.
Perhaps, perhaps not. Dragons are not like normal mortal creatures, and Alduin is unique, even among dragonkind. He may be permitted to return at the end of time to fulfill his destiny as the World Eater. But that is for the gods to decide. You have done your part.
All right, well, that's something. Tell me where the next word is.
We have felt the whisper.
Right, just mark it on
of
my
a
map.
word.
All right, thank you. We're heading
Give
out
me your
then.
map, and I will show you where its echo can be found.
So what I thought the ending was going to be, and what I honestly would have preferred it to be, was that I fight Alduin with the heroes in Sovngarde. He sees that the heroes are there with me and decides Sovngarde is not the place to be anymore, and he runs off. And then we have an epic one-on-one showdown here in Tamriel somewhere. That's what I was expecting to happen, but that is not what happened at all. Oh my, how do I get up there? Feels like Drelick Cottage is the way to go. Seems like a pretty decent slope up there. So that's what I was anticipating. That's probably why you might have noticed I was like, oh, I guess that's it. Because honestly, I would have preferred what I said, you know, a big showdown here, a one-on-one showdown in particular. Because the way that it ended up was we saved the world with 3 other people that almost defeated Alduin last time. And that's not what I really wanted to do. Which, well, this dragon here brings me to another one of my small little gripes. We're moving on from technical stuff now. We're moving on to kind of things that I wish had gone better. Oh, am I not going to get your soul? I guess I'm not getting your soul. One of the other things I wanted to talk about, which is that this game doesn't really have a sense of finality to it. And that doesn't just apply to Alduin and the main quest. It also applies to all of the smaller quests as well. Probably the one that was the most disappointing for me was the Civil War, right? I took a side. I don't think I had to. I think I could have gone through the game without choosing a side. But I would say that the Civil War was probably the most disappointing for me. Am I actually going to get to go inside this time? I would rather go inside, so I have more time to talk. The Civil War was weird because people were talking about it for a long time and still talk about it now, even though it's over. I conquered almost all of Skyrim, right? I conquered pretty much half of Skyrim. And yet, people still talk about places laid under siege. People talk about the war still kind of ongoing, even though the Stormcloaks won. All right, we have learned disarm. More disarm. Hooray. I don't know how it feels like there's a lot more for me to do. I guess we'll just head back to Graybeards and talk to Arngeir again. But the game kind of suffers from a lack of finality for these things, and that doesn't just apply to individual quest lines, but it kind of applies to all of them, right? I have the Thieves Guild quest line done, and it doesn't necessarily feel like much was accomplished. Same with the Dark Brotherhood and the Companions, and even the Mages College. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's over, right? And I don't think they want you to feel like it's over, which is a good way to get people to continue to play your game, but I want some sense of accomplishment, and I feel like this game doesn't always give that to me, especially when it comes to the Civil War. That one was the worst for me, where Everywhere I go, people are still talking about the
We
Civil
are
War.
all in your debt, Dragonborn.
Words of
I
power.
felt the whisper.
Thank
of a
you.
word.
I'm off.
Give me your map and I will show
Bone-strewn
you where
crest. I have missed a lot of these, but I wasn't really necessarily just going out and randomly exploring. But right, I'm head of the companions, I'm head of the Mages College, and I'm head of the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood, and nobody seems to know me all that well. They'll know me as one of those things, but not as any other, which I think is a little weird. And like I said, it lacks a certain sense of finality and accomplishment. I don't know, these are all enemies around here. I guess I'll go here and I'll kill whatever shows up, probably a hag raven or something. But that's one of the things that did bother me, just kind of like as a storytelling perspective. I was hoping that I would see more of a sense of accomplishment. Think of like Fallout. At the end of Fallout, where is it? What? Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, even after completing all of the main quest stuff, I'm still taking on dragons. That's another thing. It's just like I don't feel like I necessarily finished anything. It doesn't have the worldwide implications that I expected. That's probably the best way to put it, because obviously Alduin's not here, but Alduin only showed up during the main quest, and nothing's going to come from you either. So it doesn't necessarily feel like the end of it, right? But think about Fallout. Now, at the end of a Fallout game, at least in Fallout 3 and even Fallout New Vegas, and I assume Fallout 4, haven't played it, like I said, there's going to be kind of a final cutscene when you beat the game that goes over all of the things that you did and all of the things that you didn't do, right? There were a couple things in Fallout New Vegas where at the end I was like, oh, I meant to do that. Or one of them was, what, I didn't even know about that, right? But this game doesn't have anything like that. There's no end of game cutscene. So you just kind of finish and then they set you out on the world. I think they're trying to say I found something, but I didn't find it yet. How do I get up there? Kind of going all the way around. Another dragon roaming around. I can take him on at some point. Ah, this is how I get up. So, as a result, it's kind of hard to feel a sense of accomplishment. And when I start thinking about that, I start thinking that the whole game is kind of a bit like that. That I don't really get a sense of accomplishment. And one of the reasons for that is because the game is open world. And unapologetically open world. And I'm starting to think that there are some downsides to having an open world game. Once again, love the game. Feel like I should say that again at this point.